Alexa, Alexa, turn on bedroom lights.
Okay.
Oh. Alexa, make bedroom lights 15%. Alexa, make bedroom lights 15%. Alexa, make bedroom lights 15%.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. Good morning. So, it is about it's 3:49 in the morning. Right before I left my other job, I started a new morning routine. Of course, it wasn't this early in the morning, but at this time in the morning is when I do my rehab. So that's where I apply heat to the parts of my body where I typically hurt the most. So you see, I just put my heating pad around my neck, and that is to help with the muscle that goes down the left side of my spine that typically hurts a lot. And now I'm putting on my boom boots since before on my other job I was walking miles to and from the job to get to the bus stop. Get to and from the bus stop. I don't walk a mile now. I don't even have I don't think I have to walk like a half mile just to get to the train. But I do have arthritis in my legs and my feet. So continue to do in my knees. Continue to do the heat treatments. Does help treat the arthritis so that I don't hurt so bad throughout the day. So since I get up about an hour and a half before I have to go to work, before I have to leave the house, I have time to do two heat treatments. So while this is going, I usually do my morning prayer. So I got everything on, so we'll go ahead and lay back and let this go. Alright, so this is the part of the morning where it's like fighting with a kid, because it's all about him listening and doing what I need him to do. Now have a seat. Go. Sit. Milo, sit. So he tend to do what he want to do. Sit, Milo. Now, will he go out here and use the bathroom, or he gonna go out here and play? Come on, over here. And is he gonna make this quick, or is he gonna be out here playing all morning? Is he gonna sniff every blade of grass before he uses the bathroom? Or what is he gonna do? Okay, so that didn't take as long as it normally does, but of course I feel like it still took longer than it had to. I filled up his bowl last night, so that is not a problem. Now, in my exhaustion last night, I did forget to pick out something to wear, but I did pack my lunch bowl. I am about to throw some eggs in a skillet real quick. Well, first I'm throw the mushrooms and peppers and onions in the skillet, let them start sauteing. While that is doing that, I am going to go pick up me something to wear. And then I should be able to get out of here. I got about a half hour to get out of the house. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and just take a Lyft all the way from the house to the job instead of taking the train out by the job and then taking the Lyft, because it's gonna cost me almost the same amount. It's like $2 extra. I'm gonna be at work, looks like about an hour early. Not a huge fan of that, but at least I won't have a whole lot of stress on me once I get out that way. Standing in the cold waiting for the Lyft to get out there, and then wondering if I'm gonna be on time, because yesterday once I was 2 stops away from my stop, I requested the Lyft. They assigned the driver. That driver was supposed to be like 3 minutes away. He canceled the ride. They assigned another driver. That driver was 4 minutes away. She canceled the ride. Then I had to wait 12 minutes for the next driver. And she came, and I was still on time, but you know, just the stress of going through that sent my anxiety through the roof. So this driver's going to be here in about 10 minutes, and I won't have all that stress on me. And I'm not paying much more than what I would pay to begin with. So I just gotta throw on my socks and shoes and grab the last of my items from my lunch bag, and I'll be ready to go. Alright, so my morning routine was deviated from a lot this morning. So By me taking the lift from the house, I got to work over an hour early, but right around the time that you saw me, that you heard me talking about taking the lift, that's where I was finishing up getting dressed. That was around 5:05 this morning, so at that point I had about 10 minutes left to finish getting dressed and grabbing the last little things I need to throw in my bag, and then I would have headed out. I need to leave the house by 5:15 to get to the platform by 5:30 to get on the train. And then the train would have got me up to the other side of town by 6:12. And then from there, I would have caught a lift from the platform on the north side of town to the office building. And I would have had about 45 minutes to get to the office building. Depending on the volume at that time, I'm usually at the guard shack within about 30 minutes. But what made me go ahead and take the lift from the house is that it's starting to get cold, and after yesterday's experience, I didn't want to stand out there for 20-30 minutes waiting for a car to show up. Monday, I stood out there 15 minutes waiting for a car. So yesterday I tried something different. Like I said, I waited until I was 2 stops away from my stop to request a car to see how long it would take. And had the guy not canceled, I would have only had to stand out there about 5 minutes. And then, like I said, he canceled. And I know they canceled him because they don't want the minimum fare, because I would have only paid less than $8 from where they picked me up at Waffle House to take me to the office building. And as a driver, I remember the minimum fare is like $4.50 or something like that. But they're not taking me very far. It's like less than a 10-minute drive. And I get it as a driver. Those minimum fares, can be annoying, but at the same time, the person's only in your car less than 15 minutes. So as a driver, I usually go ahead and just take it, because when I would deny the fare, it would take much longer for the next fare that would be $10 or more to come through. So it didn't make sense to spend that time not making any money. Some drivers don't think about it that way. Same thing with the next person. And maybe they was headed in a direction that would have caused them to get a larger fare. I don't know. But for that guy to have the ride for 15 minutes before canceling the ride, it hurt him more than it helped him. The next driver, she only had it for like 3 minutes before she canceled it. Again, in my opinion, it hurt her more than it helped her. But also, if I remember them in the future and I see them as my driver, if I can, I will probably cancel them before they get to me, because I don't want somebody like that as my driver. Because in my opinion, you're not a good driver. And the second driver, she hadn't been driving that long. She had only been driving for like a year, and she had it said she only had 10 plus rides. So you need to be trying to get as many passengers under your belt as possible anyway. So I don't remember how many rides the first driver had under his belt. I didn't look at that part of his profile, but both of them had 5 stars, And as a driver, it's not hard to get 5 stars when most passengers don't rate their driver to begin with. But the rest of my morning routine is pretty much once I get to work, I come into work, I go ahead and get my water and coffee. They have an ice machine, so I fill up my cup with my ice, and then I bring my own water because I don't like the water, the filter water at most shops, so I bring my own bottled water. And then they provide coffee, so I make my own coffee, and I'll probably do that since I'm over an hour early. I'll probably do that in about 30 minutes here. I already got my soda, and if nobody's back there when I go do it, I'll film that part. But for now, since I'm so early, I'm gonna sit here and read like I would on the train. Alright, so right now there's no one in here, so let me see if I can film this real quick. Alright, so I managed to pause it while I was doing my water. Didn't mean to do that. So I got my water, so let me see if I can. So I managed to do my water. Let me see if I can make my coffee and my tea. So of course people walked in as I was putting my tea together, so, and now I'm just waiting for the tea to finish. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's brewing now. Okay, it's finished now. This is I pack my own tea leaf. It's gonna dump my tea, my reusable, in there. So then I have to get it out. Can't really see it back there, but you'll see it when I pull it out. So the purple thing is mine, so I have to get that out of there. I need some sugar. And because people kept coming back in here, I pretty much ended my morning routine with just a tea instead of coffee. But that's pretty much it. So y'all have a good day.